Women, if they got feelings for a motherfucker, they fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Emotional.
Men can. Well, it's some women that can too, but most all men can. They can fuck with no feelings whatsoever. Like it's literally just the fucking.
Right.
It don't. Nothing else matters. You ain't thinking about them. You don't feel like spending time with them or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So women feelings 9 times out of 10, yeah, they fucking more than not they're fucking. Like and most men realize that because for her to say that mean you got feelings, you just know damn well they were fucking. You know what I'm saying? Women,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So ignore the shit is pretty much a wrap after that. But my thing is, as far as forgiving though, just like me and my other cousin was talking the other day, and he was telling me that his daughter that literally just got married, like shit, mine too now I think about it, but they ain't been married no time. They're not divorced, but they done broke up, basically. So one of the reasons me and him were talking about it was we were like, because women are so, they don't say it because it's the women. The women are so, it's a finality. We ain't going to work past this point. We ain't going to talk about what got us here. We ain't going to talk about nothing that happened. Fuck it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And move on to that. Because I ain't telling nobody to take nothing. Because I'm like, all right, here's the difference between how men and women think. This is my honest opinion. This is my own opinion. I think women concentrate way too much on what something looks like to other people. And men more or less don't give a fuck. You know what it look like to nobody. Men will date a flat out hoe. I mean, flat bitch straight off the street. Usually be a prostitute. You understand me? And take that bitch to the family function. And we all know it. And be like, nigga, what the fuck is y'all looking at? You know what I'm saying? Men to do that. You ain't gonna find too many women gonna do no shit like that. It's like a finality of once one fuck up happened, that's it. We ain't gonna talk about what got to the fuck up. We ain't gonna remember the good times we had before the fuck up. We ain't gonna, none of that. That's it. We're done. Men be like, you know, remembering, damn, this is a pretty good bitch. I mean, if I throw this bitch back, what kind of bitch I'm gonna get back after this? This is gonna be fucked up. I don't know. I might need to try to work this shit out a little bit. So, and we were talking about how the divorce rate is higher than it was back in the day, and it's even higher than it was when we first got married. And the reason being because women. The so finality of one good fuck up. It could be one good fuck up. I don't care what it is. It ain't necessarily cheating, just a real bad fuck up. That's it. We ain't gonna work through it. We're gonna try to work it out. There's no fight in them to try to solve the relationship. And then they wonder why once you break up with them, after that is failed relationship. Because this shit is work like a motherfucker. It's a job for real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's work. You're gonna piss each other off. Each person gonna do some dumb shit. Now, it's a limit to the dumb shit now. I get it. Because like I said, just to rectify what I'm saying, I've met a female that her husband had a baby on her, that is the highest of the fuck ups that I can think of. You know what I'm saying? That's a major fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel you ladies on that one now. It ain't too many women coming past that fuck up. That's major. It's bad enough you cheating out here, you know, but you slinging raw digging bitches? Damn, my nigga, you fucking up bad. So I get it. So, but she worked through it. She's a champ. Don't get me wrong. I've met 2 women that did exactly what she did. Y'all some amazing motherfuckers. Let me go ahead and point that out. They accepted the baby. Man, what? They accepted the baby, took the baby in, even kept the baby after the husband had it with the chick or whatever. So the chick come over there, drop out baby and everything. He cheating with you. Got to see this bitch on a regular basis with your other kids. Your whole family knows this shit. That's fucked up. So you got a few exceptions to the rules.
But that's a whole nother type of female right there, though.
I mean, it's like...
Yeah, but that shit requires business, man. She knows what's important in her life. You know what I'm talking about? That little motherfucker here now, you can't put him back. You got to move forward.
Yeah. But I always say...
But still, that's a totally different type of woman. Because one of the things, that's an emotional thing that she gonna constantly fight with. Because she constantly seeing this child. And she constantly reminded of his fuck up.
And she's seeing the female.
So even for her to go through that and push forward, she's a different breed of a female. Now she's that type of female from back in the day when women were taking care of kids that their husband had with the outside broad back many years ago, which still goes on today, but it just nowadays, shit, motherfucker, like you said, I'm out. They ain't got time.
But you know what? It's like women back then, they were more apt to honor their commitments. Because when you think about it, it's fucked up. But if you got your husband back, that's your husband's fucking child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's fucked up. But that's his fucking seed. And you his wife.
All day long.
Come on.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's a big one.
On that note, I mean,
but I do know
you gotta flip that coin too now, because it ain't just the husband. The wife go out and fuck off and get pregnant by the outside.
See, that's what I was getting ready to say. I do know a reverse one too, and not only did she do it, she did it twice. So
I ain't even getting into that one.
I know one. I know one now.
I ain't touching one.
She had a baby on her husband. She got pregnant by other dudes on her husband 2 times. So,
yeah, we ain't touching.
And he's still with her right now. Because I'm telling you, dudes don't. You ain't gonna find too many dudes. You'll find way more men being real stupid for women than you find women being stupid for men. Now it ain't always been that way. Now don't get me wrong. I think a lot of women back in the day, they stayed because of comfort. Just their life was going to be real bad to go out on their own. It ain't like that no more. So that's why it's probably reversed.
No.
But I know way more dudes being dumb for their women than the other way around. Like tolerating a lot of shit, just fuck it up, just constant fuck ups.
Right.
And doing fucked up shit, getting caught in bullshit. I know way more dudes like that now.
Now, our subject is if it wants to cheat, will you continue to cheat? With women outnumbering a man 16-1, who cheating the most?
Oh, it's definitely easier for women. They doing it the most, let me tell it.
Look, we're gonna have to look up that statistic. I think they might have. I remember last time we looked it up, they had caught men.
Go ahead, guy.
I would say the last time we looked it up, which has been years ago, they had caught men. It was almost even. Like the number of women that were saying they had outside, dick. They had caught men. I don't know what it is now. I'm not sure. But this was like, we looked it up probably like 4 years ago. We talked about something relate kind of sort of like this before. But it was like, I could believe that because honestly, on the single scene, you see more women. You see more women when you go out to places and social events. You see more women too. So, yeah,
because I mean, statistically, okay, like women always talk. The number one thing they looking for they trying to find a good man, or a good man should do all these things. My perspective. Me being a single man out here, the fuck I'm looking for y'all for? Y'all outnumber me. Y'all need to be looking for me. I don't need to be searching all over creation for you.
And then it's
that cheating thing, bro. It's cheating has evolved. It went from just straight fucking to phone calls, emails.
Well, it's like they got another relationship.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
As technology evolved, so has all these other things. Because it's easier to connect with people now than it was 30 years ago. You ain't even got to go 30. Yeah, you ain't even got to go 30 years. You can just go 15 years back. It's easier to connect with anyone on this planet at any side of this planet. So, like you said, like Smoke said, you have to define what cheating is because it's so easy to interact with people. So cheating is not just a sexual thing. It's not just an emotional thing. It can be a variable of things. And women are showing that today's women anyway, they're not acceptant of any form of cheating.
Nah,
where men are like,
a woman ain't accepting none of that shit. Talking on the phone, shooting the breeze.
None.
Having dinner.
None at all.
Drinks.
Yeah, she ain't
all
going for it. But now, at one point in time, it was the man that was more dominant and had dominance over female. But that shit has flipped so dramatic. Man, this shit is crazy out here. And it's even if you're married, there's a competition to take your husband away from you.
Oh, especially if you fucking married.
Damn,
especially if you married.
You damn sure right about
because
that shit.
They know that motherfucker is a provider. Now, I can't say that about all married men. I can't say that about all married men.
The ones that actually doing
but
what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
I told
doing it though.
I told this girl that one time, telling her a story, 'cause she was telling me about how, I guess, her man had cheated on her, you know, and so she was asking me stuff like why and all this, and so we got into that kind of conversation. So I told her, I said, let me tell you something, because, you know, her man is like he owns some things. I said, let me tell you something. Once you get hold of a man that, like Mike said, is a provider, he handles his business, he got some shit, he has some things, he owns some things, right? He paying for everything, he doing everything like men should do, old school type of man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't realize, but a lot of women notice that. Like, even your coworkers, all this stuff, they seeing you wearing nice clothes, jewelry, he's sending you flowers, stuff like that. They see that. Most women don't want to admit out loud, but they want that shit too. So they can find it on their own, so they start looking at yours. Now, this is going to be the truest shit I'm ever tell y'all on this fucking show. A married man that is on his shit and kind of doing well in life is probably the most sought after motherfucker that you ever will find. And he gets hit on a regular basis. This is exactly what I told her. I said, if you really understood how much and how many times a day that this man is pursued, you will give, every time your husband walk in the door, you would get that nigga a standing ovation by making it home without tripping this buzzing. I'm being real honest right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that shit don't even know age limits. It's like young girls, old women, older women, whatever. Because they see that, they kind of see, you know what, the best way I can say this, they want your life. If you living like that, and you get to do shit all the time, you go places, you treat you right, and everybody sees it, those women, way more women than you think, will admit wants your life. They're kind of secretly a little jealous of you. So that's where a lot of cheating come from, is the pursuit of that man, and sometimes the nigga fall weak. Especially if you slipping in any kind of department whatsoever. If you slipping in any type of way or ignoring anything, that motherfucker gonna slip in to that spot to do whatever the fuck you doing, and they slip by it. They see it and they know it exactly to be flirtatious, to make themselves available. You know, and it's gonna start off like some innocent shit, but they make themselves available to do whatever it is you don't like to do or you won't do with them. Like, say, for instance, I don't know, shit, your man like to fish, goddammit. You can't stand fish, you'll never want to go fishing. Guess what he gonna do? He gonna fuck around, and that woman gonna pick up on that shit. I go fishing with you. You see what I'm saying? That's how it starts. Next thing you know, they having a conversation, this and that. They start finding out they got some shit in common. Then they talk about this and that, the third problems and all this bullshit. Next thing you know, they fucking. And then if you ain't careful, next thing you know, he leaving you for that motherfucker. Because some of these women realize they in a dog fight out here. And they want that goddamn life. And if you take it for granted and don't pay no attention, they'll slip right up in there. And see, look, most women gonna say some shit like, look, my already saying in the chat room, if she wanted, he ain't buying anyway, have him. See? That's why your ass single right now. I'm just saying, because y'all crazy. I don't understand that mentality. If they want them,
that's why
they can take them. My thing is this: if something